Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, my mic got muted. I thought I clicked it.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks like your model is blushing. Like it's got like
It's because
it has a little blushy band across the suit.
it's because when I smile, I blush. Like,
Aw, it's adorable.
Oh, I'm talking about like it looks like there's a red band going like all the way across like under your eyes when I just like glance at it, but that's just me.
Okay.
Alright, so are we all set then? Shall I go ahead and start?
Alright, that's enough of the music. Yeah. So yeah, I'm the host for D&D, and DM, would you like to introduce there, everybody?
Hello, my name is Iriku. I'm the DM for today's session. And then we also have Lance here. He is playing as our cleric. We got Blue, who's going to be playing as our interesting monk.
What do you mean by interesting?
You're interesting.
Interesting.
And
Good or bad?
Don't worry about
Interesting.
Don't worry about it. And then of course we have our host for today's session. We have Niku. He's going to be playing as our rabbit archer ranger. And then of course we are sadly still waiting on Rhythms. We're not sure what's going on. But Rhythms is playing as our kobold paladin, and he is adorable. But otherwise, going into today's session, last time where we left off, you guys were traveling from Litfield and leaving the main caravan to head towards the city of Canals. This required you to go to a different nation that you have to cross the borders, south of Alamance. You decide to go ahead and travel in your wagon along with the other delving crew that you've become pretty close friends with, the Delvers of Erin. This led to you guys eventually having a bet with them on seeing who'd win a race. There wasn't any money in the bet, they just wanted to see who would win the race. This led to a whole bunch of crazy shenanigans. One smoke bomb from the Delvers of Erin led to a grease spell, a darkness spell, and then another grease spell to cause them to crash.
Look, they started it, and Daddy plays to win.
Yeah, don't piss off the mom. That's all I gotta say.
Used 3 goddamn spells.
when it got crashed, just
Oh gosh, there was.
I don't want to use that. Anyways, no more about it. Did you?
But otherwise, there was some discussions of between parties, getting to know each other some more while traveling. Some romance building between 2 different characters, Trey and our cleric here.
Jasper,
the elk cleric.
Elk dragon.
Seems to yes, that was a thing from our previous one here. Seems to be having a bit of a draconic influence. You still haven't actually heard back from the dragon and the stone that you guys have.
Nope.
So you haven't heard back from him lately. You've actually had some good night's sleep for a while. He's just leaving you alone. But otherwise, then you guys ended up separating, and you traveled alone in your guys' own group for a while until you were attacked in the wild by a creature known as a bullet. I struggled pronouncing it. I think it's just bullet.
bullet.
But
Excuse
you
me.
guys were attacked by it. It was causing a lot of damage to you guys. Thankfully, not much damage to your actual wagon. You lucked out. I'm sorry.
Hmm?
Okay. Otherwise, after fighting it, though, you realized inside the bullet's mouth, you ended up finding a severed hand with a scroll tube still attached in its grip. You guys decided to go ahead and look it over. You found that whatever poor soul that actually died fighting this thing or trying to escape from this thing failed, and you ended up finding the message that they had on him. And that message, you decided to go ahead and read it. It led to a lead for one of your party members, Flint, your guys' Red Panda Artificer. He'd been looking for his brother, and you ended up reading through the note. He actually got a location, but it was in the exact opposite direction of where you guys were going. And you guys, without even letting him ask, you all just kind of said, "Well, here's what we need to do," and you all jumped to make sure that he knew that you guys understood that he needed to go ahead and find his brother and protect him because the letter ended up saying a group of people are looking for him and trying to kill him. But it ended up making it a very awkward situation as you guys then separated with some heartfelt goodbyes, and it's just been quiet in the wagon for a while. While you guys were traveling, though, your owlbear egg hatched, and you guys ended up calling it Hootie.
Yes, yes, we
I'm
did, and she is
I'm
perfect and wonderful, and no one is going to hurt her.
already regretting the fact that I let you guys have an owlbear egg. Anyway, so to continue into today's session, then, you guys go ahead and you've been traveling for a day. Again, today it's just been a very quiet day. You guys had a full night's rest after everything. Um, Next day you've been traveling here for a while. It's been so much quieter in the wagon. Everybody's just been a little bit quieter. They're not really talking as much. It's just
Question. When
Yeah.
you say we had a rest, does that mean I get my key points back?
yes.
Yeah, like we should have all of our stuff
Yep.
back.
So double check your guys' character sheets. Make sure that you
Okay.
have full health. Make sure that you have full spell slots and full key points.
Okay.
But as I was saying though, it's been a quieter day. There's you guys are getting used to just having a quieter space. There's more space to move around in your guys' wagon. There's not as many people now. You don't hear Flint constantly tinkering and working on something, from his gadgets to his pistol to weird ammunitions. You just don't hear the noises that he usually makes while he's tinkering. It just kind of leaves a little bit of an emptiness. But every once in a while, you guys hear just loud chirps and squawks from your new baby owlbear every time every time it seems like it's hungry. But otherwise, yeah, it's just been kind of a quiet evening quiet day of travel. You haven't really had much to deal with on the road. Um, After your guys' fight with the bullet, I will go ahead and tell you, you realized pretty quickly as you were kind of looking over your wagon, you lucked out on how that thing could have easily destroyed your guys' wagon. Thoughts have kind of popped in your brains every once in a while of like, maybe we might need to upgrade this thing here eventually when we can afford it. Hopefully, your guys' next job here that Lucid has acquired for you will pay pretty good money so you
Pay
can.
handsomely.
But otherwise, what are you guys doing during your travels here to kind of keep busy? It's been a quiet day throughout as you guys have been traveling through the plains.
I am feeding and playing with Hootie and getting her acclimated to being around people.
Give me an animal handling check with advantage, since
While
you're
I'm-
using food to try to train this thing to be used to being around you and others.
While I'm over here on my side, it's just a police coming into my door.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Nice.
So you go ahead and you are, you're trying to make sure they feel comfortable around you and everything. This thing's just an ugly mess right now. Its feathers aren't in at all. You just kind of see this pile of flesh with a big, giant, gaping mouth as it just kind of moves to grab at any food that you're offering. It nicked your finger that time as you were trying to feed it, and you take 1 point of damage as it nicks your finger.
How dare you insult my child?
It's you're working on building that training, but it's difficult. Just to see how many of you might know this here really well, go ahead and give me a nature check.
We all have to do it?
You guys can give anybody that's interested can give me a nature check here.
17.
I edged up at 1 point.
Yeah. So both Jaspers say you're kind of like seeing this whole process of like trying to train this thing. You both are pretty well aware that this is an exotic animal. It's not something that is oftentimes kept as like a pet. A lot of times if you were to try to like get somebody to train one for you, it costs thousands of gold pieces just to get someone that is willing to try to train one, and then the training is very difficult. A lot of times it's not successful. So you guys are kind of hoping that since you got it at birth, it'll be a lot easier to train it and you get it more accommodated to being around you. So there's been a lot of hope in that regard. Lucid, you've been very focused on the road, I'm assuming, because you tend to be the one driving the wagon, right?
Yep.
Right.
I would be the one focusing on the road.
Give me a perception check then, Lucid.
Son of a bitch. Perception, right?
Perceptions.
It's right below the nature.
All right. So you're just keeping an eye out and everything. However, it's been a new day, and you've been kind of realizing this more and more that the quote unquote blessing that you ended up getting from a god that you know pretty well, Varasta. Yeah, his blessing has had some interesting effects. You're pretty sure that that's what's going on. As this morning you woke up and there's been flowers in your hair. And every time you've tried to take out a flower, another one just kind of pops up in your hair again. So every once in a while, there's just a petal that gets in your vision, and you're like, you pull it out.
God.
Then another flower just pops out.
On the bright side, at least Hootie might not mistake you for food.
I don't know why, but it just demonic stares.
But we don't even see your stare because your hair is like a messy hair, but instead of hair, it's just petals. It's just covering your eye.
They'll start a fight right now.
Yeah, there's it's actually pretty impressive. There's like daisies and foxgloves and.
God, at least Colin's not here to see this embarrassment.
But yeah, your travel is pretty simple for today. Overall, you haven't really been spotting much. Anything else that you guys are doing in your travels to kind of pass the time? It's a long day of travel, and there's not really much to do. It's just kind of sitting in the wagon.
I guess I just seeing if I can maintain my weapons, and other than that, probably just woodworking, like a hobby again.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a. Let's see. I think we decided for like your woodworking that you could just use like your dex modifier. So you could just give me a standard roll, add your dex modifier to it.
Oof.
Okay. Yeah, you're still practicing. It's not. What were you trying to make with your woodworking?
I don't know if I did this already, but maybe try like a little owlbear, or like a very cheap, or like a very chibi version of owlbear, like nothing like complex.
So you're going ahead and you're trying to carve a figure, and you keep working at it, and you carve it, and you're like, it's an owlbear. If you show any of your companions, they have no idea what you just made. It's like it has the shape. None of the details that make you think that it was an owlbear.
Oh my god!
It's just a regular bear instead.
I'm literally getting Rama 1.5 vibes when freaking the girl made animal cookies, and he's like, "What is this?" It's like, "That's a penguin. That's a penguin. It looks like a bear."
You guys basically are getting that response where it's just like it's an owlbear, and you're like. That's an owlbear? I thought it was a horse. Like it doesn't.
Oh my god.
My god.
Oh gosh. But yeah. Otherwise, yeah, your guys' day of travel, not really much happens. But eventually, as you guys go ahead and you pull up, you end up seeing the town of Dole, that you knew that you were going to be kind of on your way to. And as you go ahead and you pull up to the town of Dole, it's not really a very massive place. Dole is just it's full of different commoners that are playing or that are kind of moving around. However, you notice that as you're kind of driving through, it's not a very rich place. A lot of people are just living day to day lives. Um, Now, as you get further and further up towards like the center of town, you see that there is a ton of wealth in the center of town, but on like the far edges of where you guys are kind of at when you first enter into Dole, really do not see much. A lot of people are kind of not well dressed. They're not rich by any means. But it is a rest stop and is the last place before you guys would cross the border. Is there anything that you guys are wanting to do in the town of Dole?
We should
or the city of
probably get
Dole?
some provisions.
Okay.
Especially for your owlbear.
You guys can. I'm gonna get some information.
Okay.
Okay.
So while you guys are in Dole, then, what kind of things are you trying to buy and purchase so that I can find that stuff?
So
Meat.
variety of food, water, and cured meats for the owlbear.
Okay. So
I know we saw quite a bit of mammoth meat, but I want to make sure we don't run out.
All right. So let's see here if I can go ahead and find what you can get. All right. If you are just wanting to get I'm just going to go with like clear prices here. If you're wanting to get enough rations to last you for about 10 days, that would be at least 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, that
If you guys buy me some, I'll pay you back later. Last eyelashes.
is that 10 days for all of us or just one person?
For just one person. So if it's for all 4 of you guys, it's going to be a minimum of about 20 gold pieces if you're getting rations for 10 days.
Okay. Let me see what all we got.
I'm just going for someone.
You guys should have plenty of enough money to be able to afford rations.
Yeah.
He buys ration, I buy just food to eat. That's a guy like a meat of skewers.
Yeah. Said 40, right?
So for the 4 of you, then it would be a total of about 20 gold pieces.
20. Okay. Yeah, I can do that and everyone can just pay me back.
There you go.
So 111 minus 20.
So you go ahead and you're paying for your rations. Let's see here. Say, is there anything that you were wanting to do and purchase as well?
Can I roll to see what interests me?
I'm sorry?
Can I roll to see if there's anything that gets my interest?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception.
Okay. Very nice. So you go ahead and you roll for your perception. You're keeping a lookout just to see if there's anything that catches your eye. You do end up looking around. Again, there's in the outskirts of town, there's not really a lot going on. There's like your keys supply stores that you can get, like your key rations. If you're going out of town, buying like your basic weapons you can get as well. Since again, adventurers like yourselves or delvers travel through constantly. However, again, as you are looking around, you look towards the very center of town. Like up on the hill, you are just seeing this massive you're actually just seeing this massive building at the center that just kind of screams wealth. Um, Moving off to the side, though, you are seeing a very large river that is also like going through town. Seems like this river
Anyways.
is just heading down south for the water as it kind of flows down towards the south to the next nation as well. You notice that it does actually go across the border, so it's a very massive river, and you just kind of hear it as well. Overtakes a lot of the extra road noise that you hear. But while you're kind of looking around here, Lucid, you said that you were wanting to get information.
Yeah, but first thing first, the Cape of Bellows have a hood on because, sweet Jesus, I don't want people looking at my fucking hair with all these flowers.
I mean, it really adds to your appearance, but yes, it does indeed have a hood.
All right, I'm gonna have a conversation. If they talk about my freaking hair, I'm putting the hood on.
Okay.
But no, I would be trying to chat with some of the people. Yes, the people.
Okay. Go ahead and like, how are you trying to get their attention? Are you just like trying to, politely talk to people?
Take the hood off.
I'm not wearing the hood. I'm going to wear it when freaking they talk shit about my hair. But anyway, now just try to be casually talking.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. We're gonna see how easily you do get a hold of someone to talk to them. Okay. So it takes a little bit of of trials to try to find like any kind of random person on the street to kind of talk to you. Again, people are just kind of busy amongst throughout the day, and they're just kind of moving quickly through. Eventually, you kind of decide maybe I just need to go to a place to talk with people that are an easier crowd to kind of talk to. So you go into a bar or a tavern, and people are already there. People will talk in taverns, and rumors fly in there pretty often, as you've kind of realized through a lot of your prior experiences. So you go ahead and you sit down at a table, and you do end up sparking some conversations with some people that are playing some cards.
Okay, good.
What are you trying to talk to them about?
Have you guys heard of a place called the Angel's Den?
You end up seeing this one badger, just kind of like very old, haggard, has a long beard. He just kind of plays around with it a little bit, just thinking, the angel's done. No, I haven't heard of it myself. Where is this place you're talking about?
It's supposed to be some sort of bar. I'm new to it, but I'm looking for that place.
I don't know any bar in Dole that's the Angel's Den. Is it in a different city?
It's in Vignot.
Oh, Vignot. I haven't gone down to Vignot
In 84 years.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
In 10 years, I ended up leaving Vignot during the invasion.
I just have to.
The invasion war happened around that time, and a lot of people like myself were just trying to leave. That's where the invasion happened, if you remember.
Listen. Well, you wouldn't happen to know another possum that goes by Maru or a human that goes by Jin by any chance? Have you?
He's just kind of thinking for a while, and two of the other players, you just kind of see a squirrel, and you also see another gentleman that very very tall elk character. just kind of playing cards and just kind of like, oh my god, why did he have to ask these questions to him when it's his turn to play his cards?
It's like, not like you saying anything. Shut the hell up.
Shut up.
Those names don't sound familiar to me. I'm sorry.
What about you two? You know anything?
There's just shrugs from both of them. They're just kind of like, why did he even sit here? Kind of whispering to each other.
How illuminating. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
But yep, you go ahead and you get up. You kind of think about this a little bit, like how far actually is this location from Dole, and you're trying to kind of think about that. Give me an investigation check to see if you remember like how close Pristana is from Dole.
Investigation. Oh my god, it's gonna be low. Damn. Oh, whoops, I didn't click it.
Okay. You've been very intent on wanting to get to Pristana. It's been very important to you. And so you kind of think about it and you think about it in relation to the map. Even by wagon, it's going to be at least another like 1, 2, 3, maybe 3.5 days for you to even get to a port that's close enough to be able to take you to Pristana. And then you're going to have to be on a boat for a couple of days just to get to Pristana. So it's gonna be a long ways because it's a little island that's on like the southernmost part of Vignat. So you're kind of like, maybe they don't know because we're just a little too far away from Pristana.
They don't. God, I wish they made this so easier. They made this so easy. I think that'd be so hard. Okay, I did my part.
Okay. But otherwise, anything else that you guys are wanting to do in Dole for tonight?
Do or indulge?
Do in Dole.
Do indulge.
Oh my god. Why are you like this?
Because I like to troll.
Why?
Is there anything I need like to do? Well, I actually do want to check out that house that screams wealthy. I do want to check that out.
So you go ahead and you leave the wagon and you start heading more and more towards the center of town. As you get to the center of the town, you're kind of moving more and more up a hill, and it basically just seems like it's a gleaming city now as you're getting more and more up towards the center of town. Every stone on the street looks like it was just recently plucked from the river last week. And as you get more and more towards the center, people are, instead of dressing more like drab, you're just seeing a lot more of laughing people wearing very colorful clothing. And a lot of the buildings just seem to be spotless overall. You're just seeing more and more wealth as you get deeper into the city. Once you actually get closer to that main building, you see a massive, very audacious gate that is just screaming wealth. And you see guards that are kind of guarding this main big manor that is in the center of the city.
Well, y'all are the ones who wanted to say, oh, one of you go talk to them.
Nah, I'm the only one that go in. Nah, can I ask like the guard or one of the people nearby what this is?
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 11.
Okay. So you ask like the two main guards that are at one of the gates that you came across. One of them just seems to kind of completely ignore you. He just doesn't even pay you any mind or any attention. The other one does notice your question, just kind of has like a raised eyebrow looking at you. Both of these gentlemen are canine in appearance. They both seem to have more of a Dalmatian kind of look to them.
Huh.
One of them named Pebble.
Fuck up. Overall, the one that kind of gave you a raised look, he says, "Well, this is Lady Brary's residence here. She is the Baroness of Dol."
Hello?
Did you not catch that?
It's like Lady something.
This is Lady Brary's manor.
Oh. Lady Franny? Franny?
Brary.
Brary. I was fine. Maybe.
She's the Baroness of Dole.
Dole is the place that we're in, right?
Yes.
So I'm guessing she's the person that controlled this town, kind of way?
Yes, in a way.
In a way?
She makes sure that a lot of the laws are enforced by the Kingdom of Elements, but she also takes control of the taxes of the area, I suppose. But mainly her job is to make sure the laws of Elements are brought from the main kingdom or the main city of Elements to here, and she basically oversees this area of the Kingdom of Elements.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you for the information, kind man. I'm just new here, an adventurer passing by. Or Delver, technically, at this point, right?
Yes, you're a Delver.
Yeah. A Delver passing by. I want to share about this place and my first time, so thank you for the information.
He gives you a nod, but then just kind of lets the conversation end.
Yeah, that's it. I was just curious about it. I just wait, just kind of run back and kind of see if there's anything else that catch my eye, but otherwise, yeah, let's go back to the wagon.
Okay. Again, as you're kind of traveling back, you're just kind of seeing this massive river kind of going down through the actual city. And that kind of piques your interest a little bit of this massive river.
Oh, fuck.
Every once in a while, as you're traveling, you do hear about the crazy group of otters that are at the Otter Falls that are making these new contraptions to not die as they go down the falls.
Huh.
But again, you're just kind of like, the hell are they talking about?
I gotta keep that in the back of my head.
But yeah, otherwise, as you get back, you see that everybody has kind of returned back to the wagon. You guys are able to stay a night in your wagon instead of an inn if you so choose.
I will because of the owl bear.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try like making like a leather collar and leash for her?
You have what type of tools?
I have carpenter's tools, and that's it.
Okay, so carpentry is not leather working.
No, it is not.
So you wouldn't be able to make a leather collar unless you were proficient in that.
Definitely not.
You could go around in town and see if you found things. We can kind of
Nah, it's fine.
Move past that point real quick if you wanted.
Nah, it's fine.
All right. So otherwise, then, yeah, you guys all return. Another day has kind of passed through. and you guys go ahead and spend another night.
True.
Otherwise, next morning, are you guys planning on spending any more time in Dole?
Nope, I'm ready to leave.
Not that I know of.
I guess I kind of want to see if I can check out the rivers and maybe the otter thing, but that's it.
Okay.
While you're out, hunt. We need more meat.
Yeah, I still have threats.
Well, I'm out of
if
that.
if you're wanting to get more information about like the Otter Falls, go ahead and give me another persuasion check and see if you can talk to some people about it.
Oof, it's falling further.
It's very difficult for you to kind of like get somebody to kind of tell you more information about the falls. You're aware that south of here there is a waterfall, and that otter people are using it like it's it's a barrel ride down the waterfalls. You don't know what's going on besides what you've heard rumors.
That's all I really need. I just want to see that direction and go there. And
yeah, so
and then hunt for Jasper's fucking out of here.
Okay. Give me a survival check as you kind of leave town to see if you can hunt some more food. Okay. So as you go out, you do forage for some, see if you can actually collect some different food. You're able to collect and hunt enough food to feed for, I would say, at least 2 days worth of food.
Nice.
And that's for everybody, not just the owlbear.
That's definitely nice.
Because you rolled high enough, I'm giving you that.
Great.
So you can definitely add that onto your guys' rations for how many days of travel.
I got that.
Yeah, you can put that since you're the one that's keeping track.
Yeah. Okay. I just have the number next to the word rations to tell me how many days worth we have.
Very smart move. All right. But otherwise then, if there's no other plans than staying in Dole, you guys go ahead and you continue to travel on the road. Because now, instead of traveling through the plains as a shortcut, you actually have an actual road that you're on now. The road is fairly well maintained. It's not anything super special by any means. Like, it's not a stone road, it's a dirt road. But it seems well enough maintained. You do see a couple of other people traveling and heading south as well. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and move us to your guys' new
next destination
here. So here's your guys' new kingdom map.
Oh, Jesus, fuck, okay.
Of Vignette.
So it's a little archipelago?
So it's directly connected to, so like, see the dark spot here above where the compass is on the map? So that dark area is all of Alamance.
Oh.
So
okay.
Vignette is directly connected to Vignette. It's just you guys are crossing the border. And now you guys.
Vignette is connected to Vignette. How very.
Okay, but it's on the
connected
coast.
to Alamance.
Okay. But there are like a little string of islands here and there, and it's on the coast. Okay, I got you.
It's on the coast. There are a lot of islands that are a part of Vignette. But anyway, so you guys go ahead and you continue to travel for a while down the road. Again, you're seeing more and more carts as you're kind of realizing, oh, well, we're probably getting closer and closer to, the toll booth or toll road area. This seems to be a main road that gets you from the kingdom of Alamance into Vignette. As you guys go ahead and you are getting closer and closer, you just see now there's just a line of carts and wagons. And you go ahead and you're kind of seeing if you can look forward. Any of you can give me a perception check as you're kind of trying to lean out the window or look ahead.
See, perception.
Right in the middle. Well.
Lucid is on like with a natural 20.
Bruh, he has a goal. You're preventing from his goals.
So you go ahead and you look forward, and you're kind of just trying to get a good look of like, why is there this big line? You do see very far ahead because you're focused, you're on the job, and I'm just gonna say, Jasper, you know, it's simple as to why you're able to see. You're tall.
I'm very tall, and I can see 300 feet in the dark.
You're traveling. You've been traveling a bit through some forest areas, but as you kind of look ahead, you see a stout man. He has long hair and long ears. His hooves and his very stout equus body makes it very clear he's not super intimidating, but more of a donkey-like appearance, not quite a horse-like. And right next to him, or I should say behind him, you see a very tall, muscular Esquin female, has more of a horse-like look to her appearance. And she seems to just be standing behind him, looking incredibly intimidating, as this little shorter guy is just being super friendly to people up ahead, just talking to them, asking them questions, as she's just giving daggers at the people that he's talking to.
Wait.
You do hear him shouting, so both Jasper and Lucid, you guys do hear him shouting, "Make sure that you have your paperwork and toll fees ready for crossing. Vignot welcomes you." And he just keeps kind of shouting that as you guys are kind of slowly pulling up your wagon behind other wagons that are being escorted in.
Do we have papers?
Yes, you guys do have your paperwork.
I like to be last to give my paperwork for personal reasons.
Your guys' paperwork is mainly from the Delvers. Remember, part of your guys' contract working with the Delvers is that you guys have free toll pays, so you guys don't have to pay money for tolls as you guys are transferring through. You also have special areas for grazing rights where you do not have to pay for like extra food or meals for your Axbeak as you guys are kind of traveling. So you guys do have some benefits where you don't have to pay tolls, etc., if you're going across to other nations or to other kingdoms. But anyway, as you guys go ahead and you eventually pull up, again, you just see the much stouter, shorter male talking to you. "Well, hello there. What brings you to Vignot?"
We have a mission that we must do.
Wow, you sound like I am the human.
Yeah.
Are you Delvers?
Yes, we are Delvers. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have your paperwork then?
Oh, of course. Jasper, can you hand me the paperwork, please?
Yeah,
roll history. Just like, where the fuck is it?
I'll hand him over the paperwork.
Okay. So he goes ahead and he takes the paperwork. Excellent. And he just looks it over quickly. Again, the woman behind him, she's like twice his height, and she's just staring daggers at both of you, or sorry, at all four of you, because technically you do have.
God, never mind. I thought it was just
you do have a little paladin kobold that is sitting at the top of your guys' wagon. But she's just staring daggers, like she's just trying to read you guys. Oh, so he goes ahead.
Note is just standing on top of the tavern, looking down at her, and I was like, "Now who's the
Don't antagonize the tall lady."
Yeah, even I'm not trying to antagonize.
I just waited. Hello.
But yeah, so then he goes ahead and he finishes looking through your paperwork and after stamping it, hands it back to you. I only count 4 people. Your paperwork says 5?
Oh.
Yeah,
the member had to leave.
Yeah, Flint had to.
4 of us.
had personal business he had to take care of.
Okay. Well, good to know. We just need to make sure we keep these as proper records. And he makes a note in his notebook. But before you end up being able to make your way through, do you have any kind of, I hate to ask this, do you have any kind of illegal, exotic things that you're transporting into Vignette, like fruits, vegetables, exotic pets?
Define exotic?
Things that most people wouldn't have on their person, or things that wouldn't be appropriate for the Kingdom of Vignette.
Will it be a problem if we do?
Well, first time in Vignette?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, so the Trade Kingdom, and he goes ahead and he explains this to you. The Vignette is an interesting kingdom. It's focused completely on trades, and different kingdoms, like the rulers, are just the people with the most money. And so in this case, he explains that there's not really like you're going to go to jail or anything if you break any laws. You just need to pay the fine.
I'll leave that to you, Jasper.
Okay. Well, oh god. My charisma is like shit, so I don't want to lie. How much is the charge?
Well, depends. Are you like, we can go ahead and we can conduct a search and just see like what you end up.
He has a baby owl bear.
Shut the fuck up.
Nah.
Shut up! Let's get this done. We're playing this. It's a game. He has an owl bear, a baby one.
Oh, that is definitely considered to be an exotic. Is there any reason why you're transporting it?
It's my pet.
Okay.
It is my baby.
It's my baby.
May we actually go ahead and see said owlbear?
Yes, but keep in mind it is a newborn and it may try to nip you.
Can I do animal handling to make sure it's calm?
Yeah, just do animal handling again.
Yeah. Do you mind if I do it?
Oh, by the way, Lucid, your
yes, please do.
Before I do move forward here, Lucid, your day today. You don't have flowers in your hair anymore today.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
It was braided when you first woke up.
Your hair was shaved. Your hair was shaved one day.
I'm putting on the hood. Jesus Christ. Ugh.
I did handling with Jasper.
Okay, so go ahead and let me take a look. I was looking at another document. All right, fantastic. So you guys are going ahead and you're working together just to kind of make sure it's, you're moving it and showing it to other people. It seems like it's staying pretty docile. And he's like,
I bet Jasper again for 1 point of damage.
no, your guys' animal handling, I'm saying like you kind of did an assistance kind of thing together, so just
okay.
Yeah. It is just a newborn though, so
Yeah, it literally hatched like 2 days ago.
Well, he goes ahead and he's just kind of looking through his book and whatnot. He goes ahead and then leaves for a second. He's just like, I'll be right back. And he just kind of moves over to what you basically see is just kind of like a small building that's on the side of the road to kind of be as like the main area for a lot of their operations.
Base operation.
Yeah, and you end up seeing the one horse lady is just staring at you guys, making sure you're not trying to do any funny business.
You know what? I'm gonna ask her a question.
Go for it.
Oh, fuck it.
How long before we get to Britannia? I think that's how you say it.
Benya?
No, Britannia.
Britannia.
The place we're going to.
Britannia?
Yeah, Britannia. How long before we get to Britannia?
She just kind of squints a little bit at you. Is that where your business is going?
Unfortunately, it is. We have to study up on the weather that's been going around at that area.
They have indeed been dealing with a lot of intense winds there lately.
So do you know how long it'll take from here to get there?
It'll take at least 2, maybe 3 days for you to get to Southwinds. That's the closest port. And then from there, you would end up having to take a boat, and it'd be at least another 2 or 3 days on the boat to get to Pristana.
Also, by the way, quick question. Where are we in the map?
You guys are where? So if you look at the map, I actually do have a token for your guys's.
Oh, it's right.
Like,
Oh,
it's right there.
oh, it's here. Oh, okay.
You're just north of Otter Falls right now. You guys are almost there.
It's Alter Falls.
But otherwise, so it'll still be a few days at minimum, probably almost 6 days for you to be able to get there.
Let's see.
Why are you going to be gambling?
No, I have somebody I have to meet.
Most people go there for gambling.
There's slots machine.
You don't know what Pristana is, and you're going there?
Nope, my first time there.
Pristana is widely known in Vineyard as the city of sin. You go there to gamble and all kinds of other things. Basically, Verasta's city as well.
Oh my god! Oh,
You
lovely.
think about the dumb idiot fox god that you are aware of.
Literally, just the thought of it,
Just the thought of him and how he loves to party, he loves to gamble, and this is known as his city.
This son of a bitch! This son of a bitch! Fucking know him! If it wasn't for the fact he's a god, I would have punched him.
So all of a sudden you end up seeing seeing the donkey come back, and he hands you some paperwork. If you fill out this paperwork here really quickly, we could end up giving you a temporary license since you are Delvers, and to kind of hold on so that you don't have to pay for any extensive crime bills currently.
Sure.
Yes, sure.
So you go ahead and you're filling out the paperwork, and you're putting in your name and to have the proper rights to it. You notice in the fine print that the fine for having an exotic pet is 1,000 gold pieces.
What?
That's your responsibility.
Do you even have the
So
money?
you have a temporary license to be able to have it, but if you are caught without a license to have one of these things in Vignette, you are charged a massive fine.
In other terms, we better hurry to our destination.
Good thing we didn't hide it. Otherwise,
Yeah, I don't think any of us have even close to 1,000 gold pieces.
I mean, I wasn't gonna help.
Of course you wouldn't.
Listen, I will yeet you.
Sir, I have my own pet to take care of. My Axby.
Again, even if you weren't, and he explains the rules of the land here. Even if you aren't able to pay the fine, it's fine. You just end up going into indentured servitude until you pay off the debt.
Is it in? Okay.
How long would that?
Great.
How long would it be to pay off 1,000 gold specifically?
He goes ahead and he does the math. Let's see, about 5 gold a day if you're working for the government.
Damn.
5 gold a day to work with the government of all.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, you just gave me Honkai Star Rails vibe from that line. Just work for the government, you get paid.
Work the RS.
So yeah, you're realizing the laws are quite significantly different here. But yeah, again, as he has explained, everything that's illegal has a set price. If you pay it, you can get away with the crime. You just need to pay it, and if you can't pay it, you end up having to do indentured servitude to the government in some sort of way, or to the person that you have harmed, and then and then all of it's paid off, and then you're free to go again.
Good luck.
Fuck that.
Fuck. I guess that means we better hurry and get there, right?
Don't
How
think he
long
has
does this temporary license last?
He goes ahead and explains that it's only going to last you for about a month. You will have to make sure that you talk with the Delvers group, and get a hold of them to actually have a proper license if you do not have one. So that you can, because Delvers do have some extra benefits on top of that. But yes, you are going to have to eventually pay for a real license. And you'll have to talk with the Delvers group to make sure you have the proper paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we can handle this business before the month is out.
But otherwise, then after that, is there anything else that we have to worry about? Any other kind of fruits, vegetables, things that would be dangerous to the environment here in Vignette?
Fruits are
Not that I know
vegetable?
of.
I have another question since this is basically Vrasta's den. Do you know anything about the Angel's Den?
Let's see. So, might actually know something. I'm sorry, she rolled a natural one. She does not know.
Well,
She explains it is the city of sin. There are hundreds of taverns in Pristana.
Lovely. This man's making a fucking game out of this goddamn thing. Okay.
You're realizing more and more that yes, Frosta might be just playing a game with you. He told
The whole
you
reason
their
we're
name,
here-
he doesn't tell you where.
The whole reason we're here is because Vrasta wants us here. Or more succinctly, you want us here because Vrasta wants you here, so you picked a job that was here, correct?
Sure, let's go with that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
Like,
Jasper's
can I
not
do-
upset about it. He doesn't care. He's just trying to
Can
make
I,
sure
like-
that he has the timeline of events correct.
Can I low-key lie to him right now?
Sure.
I will cast
Great.
Zone of Truth on your ass. Don't even try.
You have a high.
I mean,
insight.
technically, you
might
wouldn't know
believe
that
it.
I'm lying. That's the thing. Like, yes, I'm going to lie, but the thing is, you don't know.
Yeah, you have to keep that in mind. That you wouldn't know for sure if he's lying.
Yeah, supposedly
welcome.
so. I guess he is trying to play a little game with me. I didn't even know about this until now.
Give me a deception check, and again.
I have to do a deception check?
You
Seriously?
still have to do a deception check to see if they can tell that you're lying.
Nah. Fuck.
Okay. Now, if you do not trust him, Lance, or Jasper in this case, you can do a insight check to see if you are if you can see through some deception.
Going to go ahead and do that because it's I don't fully I don't distrust him, but I don't fully trust him either, and I kind of know how he is about things, and he likes to be secretive and sneaky, so it's like, I'm suspicious.
So, yep, give me an insight check.
Oh God.
So, based off of this, you don't see any odd tells or anything. The way that he kind of phrased it, it seems like, he thought he had an interesting lead for a job, and now he's kind of realizing maybe Russ is just playing the game with him and may be a bit disappointed in the job. Who knows? He's always been kind of an odd person to read. Sometimes he seems like he's telling you the truth, other times he seems like he's not telling you a full truth a lot of times.
Jasper just kind of narrows his eyes, then closes them, lets out a sigh, and goes, as long as we're getting paid.
But otherwise, you guys finish up the paperwork, you're handing it off, and so the man just goes, well, Now that that's all settled, welcome to Vignette. You're going to be traveling past the massive Otter Falls. Make sure that you check it out. They've been struggling with their business lately, but make sure you're still checking it out. It's a beautiful sight.
I'm actually kind of interested on that. So I might
No.
straight up just
No.
why not? It sounds like fun.
We're on a roll here.
It's on the way.
It's on the way. We can stop. It'll be fine.
Fine.
It's not like we have a deadline, other than the month. It's a month. Like we've got plenty of time. It's not like we're on a deadline to get to
Pristona.
this bar.
So you guys go ahead and you leave from the main.
Straight up just says
area.
no.
You didn't have to pay for it. And you guys continue traveling. As you guys are traveling through first into Vignette, again, you are just hearing this loud roar of water as you continue to travel. You see that massive river that you've been following this entire time since Dole, as you've remembered. It continues going, and you're kind of traveling past it. Eventually, though, this part kind of catches your guys' attention. It's your passive perception for Jasper. This is very easy for you to notice. The water doesn't start to look as clean eventually, and as you're kind of traveling, it's just looking more murky and muddy. And then as you're kind of traveling downhill, you're still hearing this massive roar of water. And to your guys' left, as you're kind of traveling down the road and heading down this very steep hill, you are seeing basically Niagara Falls here. This is a massive waterfall. The drop is about 3,000 feet.
Jesus.
Yeah, you guys are heading down like a very steep hill road path as you guys are kind of just seeing this massive waterfall. Again, it's about 3,000 feet in height. Let me find the actual width of this dang thing again, too, because it's very wide as well. Oh, gosh.
They have the picture.
It is two. Let's see. Oh, okay. It only is telling me your guys' is like 3,000 foot plunge. And then you actually see that it empties out into what appears to be like about 200,000 cubic feet of water from the roaring basin. You just see massive amounts of water just falling constantly. However, again, like, although it's still just this beautiful view, it is dirty water. It doesn't seem to have that like crystal view. It's like it's still beautiful to look at. It's just not what you expected.
Ugh. Wonder why it's so dirty. And polluted looking. Like, what's going on with this?
Maybe somebody took a shit on the thing.
That's a massive. That'd be a massive shit if that was true.
But as you guys go ahead and you are kind of as you guys get kind of near the final basin, you see, you actually do see 3 different otters that are at the very base that are kind of trying to kind of look over the water itself, and they're trying to analyze it. You do see these barrels that are next to them as well. It seems like they were planning likely to take the leap in their barrels. These barrels aren't like your normal barrels either. They seem to be like completely specialized and designed to help them survive the fall. It's not a normal looking barrel. It has extra reinforcements, there's extra padding on the inside, etc.
Nope, I ain't doing that. Nope.
But you do see that they're kind of looking over the water and trying to figure out what's going on.
I asked them, hey, well, I introduce ourselves, let them know we're here, and then I ask, what's up with the water? Like, why is it so dirty looking?
You kind of catch them a little bit off guard. They were like very focused on them. One of them just kind of turns around and like ventures like, oh, and looks up. Because you're just massive. it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Finn. This is my brother Pippin, and this is my sister Misty.
Hi, my name's Jasper, and this is Sai, Noche, and Lucid.
So I heard about the stuff's going on over here. So I asked the group to come over and see what's going on. What happened?
We're trying to figure that out as well. We were all very excited to go ahead and take a dive down the down the massive falls, but we didn't expect it to just be this very filthy water. Doesn't make for a fun time for us to actually go down it. And we were hoping that we could maybe take a quick look, figure out what's going on. It doesn't seem like it's polluted. It's just dirty. Like there's all this mud.
Have you guys tried to look through the water, like up to the river, and see what's there might be something that's got stuck and it's causing all this?
Well, we did end up going up there at one point, but then we got chased off. That we didn't want to get hurt.
What and or who chased you off?
This thing popped out of the mud and then like tried to grab Misty and drag her into the water. It was terrifying. I was
Misty?
Yes.
The little sister.
I love your name.
She's just kind of not really sure on how to respond to the very sudden. Like,
Sorry, I was like thinking Pokemon. Sorry.
Well,
The times that Lucid forced wall break.
okay, boys. What do you say we go and check things out?
No.
It was less a question and more of a statement.
Statement,
No.
yeah.
I mean, so Misty actually does look past you, Jasper, and notices your guys' massive wagon. Oh, are you guys Delvers?
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are.
Oh, well, I mean, you would definitely be more capable in handling whatever grabbed me, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't mind helping you out. If anything, I kind of do want to try the waterfall thing, even if it's very thick.
Pippin chimes in and he's just like, well, these are specially designed barrels for ourselves, but maybe you could fit in mine. Mine's a little bit bigger.
Excuse me.
Okay, well. Are we going to have to drag you along?
Wait, what?
Are we going to have to try to drag you along?
Oh, I said I was going to help anyway.
I'm back.
Yeah, you didn't hear me? I said, all right, let's help them.
Okay.
Jasper is very much in favor of helping. Okay, yeah. So let's go. Let's figure this out.
Okay. So they go ahead and they tell them that they'll show you where they end up getting attacked, etc. They do ask if they can like put their barrels into your wagon and just take the wagon back up towards the top because that's a long walk.
Yeah, we can do that. But we do have a baby owlbear in there, so be very careful. She does like to play rough, very rough.
Don't worry,
I like fighting people.
Shut up.
Don't worry, I'll help calm her down. Don't worry, I'll be there.
We're working on that.
Speaking of, give me another amble check as you are again trying to maintain control.
I don't know
this
why, but like I just look at the sky and be like, good thing we have a good bond.
A good what?
A good bond.
Okay.
Oof, now I
so
taken damage.
They go ahead and they get in into the wagon. You can tell that your little owlbear cub is just getting a little bit more ornery, is just kind of like, you know, chirping a lot more, like there's people invading, like trying, like you can tell it's like trying to defend its quote unquote territory. You try to go ahead and keep it calmer, and it's like it seems like it's getting calmed enough, but it is like staring very intently at the three otters as you guys are getting them in, and if you do a single thing, like it's ready.
She's just staring them down.
Like guard dog naturally.
Yep.
God.
So you guys go ahead and you're brought up. And so they actually go ahead and explain that this massive waterfall does have a bunch of other like smaller falls that kind of like get towards it. And so they were kind of trying to figure out like where was there like a cleaner area. And they found one area that seemed like it was cleaner, but it it still had some mud, but not nearly as much. So they were kind of hoping like, okay, maybe we can at least have a little fun at this spot here. But, they had all of a sudden gotten attacked. So I will bring you guys to this part for the next map.
Pretty.
We have planned all this.
All right, and let me go ahead and...
Where are we?
I'm going to put a token of your guys' wagon to kind of show like where you would have been pulling up. So your guys' wagon's bigger than that.
There we go.
There you go. So your guys' wagon, you'd be able to get it up here, but it gets a little too narrow to get it much closer. But yeah. So you guys go ahead and you get here, and they're like, yeah, and then so there's actually a rope line that goes across. It's a great spot for people. You can tell people sometimes will get into their barrels here because there's a rope line that goes across, and you can hop into your barrel here and then let the water take you and go down a smaller one and kind of work your way towards the biggest one.
Huh.
Uh,
Kind of rope.
Can I like go up here?
Yeah, go ahead and you can move your character. And again, I'm assuming you guys are all getting out of the wagon at some point.
Yeah, I just go out there immediately. Just see a better sight and shit, and
Now
see if
go
there's
ahead and
anything.
give a perception check as you're trying to like get a better sight.
This isn't a place where you got attacked, you said?
Yeah, like we got towards the mud line, and then something like just grabbed at my ankle and was pulling me into the water. I was able to like kick and get away, but I don't really want to get any closer.
Okay. So I have a perception at 18.
Okay. So you're kind of looking around, and yeah, you do notice something really strange. In the water, like far north of here, like the water looks crystal clear. But there's one point, almost like in the center of the water area, where
Like
all
right
of a
here?
sudden, yeah, right about there, that all of a sudden the water starts to get murkier and more dirty and disgusting. And then from there, it seems like it just starts to get worse and worse as you go down from down towards the actual like first little waterfall. So you're like, that seems odd. Like there's a specific spot.
I just look down to everybody and it's just like, hey guys, there's something that's like murky in the middle. Be careful over there.
I'll play as Noche for this if you guys need him.
That's fine.
Yeah, probably. I'm going to advance a little bit, like right about here, and I believe that's within range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at that spot.
Okay,
It's a
interesting.
it's a cantrip, so it should be fine.
Okay, you go ahead and cast Sacred Flame. It doesn't need a dex save, weirdly enough, but you do see like when your Sacred Flame. Again, it's just an area where you kind of just summon radiant fire from a spot. So you notice that like you're kind of focusing on it. It's underwater. And you try to cast something there, and it's like you definitely see like as you hit it, there's like this spark of energy that moves away from it, and then it just kind of continues to give like the same continued flow of like whatever's going on. So it's like there's something there. There's something there.
Where did it move to?
Object.
Where did it move to? Like the center to like a little bit like
It's
here?
still in the same spot. It's just you could tell that there was like a burst of energy and that like caused some difference in movement, but then it was of like the flow of like the dark gunk in the water, but then it just continued to be the same. So it's like there's something in the water that's causing this.
Hmm. Um, can you use like a nature check or anything, or something that?
Sure, you can try a nature check.
Yeah, to see if I can figure out if it's
Yeah, does this seem like natural or whatever?
natural, or is there anything that I may have a knowledge of what it might be. So,
Yeah.
Oof.
All right. So you've kind of heard of like weird mud flows, etc., and different things that can affect like the wildlife of an area. This doesn't seem natural to you. Like the key thing that you're realizing is just like this doesn't connect to anything nature-wise that I've dealt with in the past.
Mm. Okay. Can I dive in?
By all means, you can.
Before you do that, I would like to cast Fairy Fire in that area.
In that whole area.
Yeah, it creates a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. With that, I'm gonna need you to roll initiative.
All of us?
Yep. Hold
Ouch.
on. Dice order. Let me get that.
I
going.
blame y'all. All we had to do is keep going.
No, let's go. I want
Let
to
me get
leave.
rid of your old tokens here first. There you go.
Let me see.
There
we go.
Initiative.
Turn for Noche here. Okay.
Oh, again. You didn't click in your thing.
Oh, 19 though.
19 now? All right.
Yeah,
Still
just
19.
And then 19. Okay.
I keep forgetting to do that.
Let's see here. Say you're still gonna go first before
lucid.
Mhm.
Lucid, because technically you have a higher dex.
For
Alright.
now.
For now.
And for now, yes. So as you go ahead and you kind of create this like burst of your fairy fire for this, you end up highlighting something that was in the water.
Huh.
And it bursts forth out of the water. So I'm gonna put that onto the
What the fuck is this?
Oh my god,
Aren't you glad you didn't dive in?
Can I have it as a pet?
No!
I want it as a pet. Yes, I want it as a pet. It looks fucking badass. Let's capture it. We got a ballista. Let's capture that shit.
We didn't get a
Ballista
bullet.
is not a net gun.
We're gonna.
Also, what the
we're
hell
capture-
is this
my
thing?
God. And let me go ahead and add its turn order in, and it didn't roll very high for its initiative. So let me go ahead and add it in.
Eric, can I have it as a pet?
No!
Probably not.
Hush! You got your owlbear. I want this.
You got an
have
axe
Sky.
speed.
I know I have Sky. Sky's gonna have an older. I don't know. I don't know what they are, but an older sibling or
I'm
younger
pretty
sibling.
sure it's aquatic.
Okay. So, say you were about to jump in, and then there was this burst of light that highlighted this thing, and you were like, "Oh shit! I was about to jump in there."
Ah, shit. Now that I have a better look at it, now that it came out, can I do like a nature check or anything to see if I know anything about it?
Okay, let me double check what you would have to make for your check. So let me pull that up.
Basically, just information.
What
Okay,
is this thing?
Technically, I will allow you to do either a nature or an arcana check.
Nature, because I have a +1 on that, and Carla has a -1, so yeah.
So nature check.
Thank you. almost a crit. Almost a crit.
Very fitting. So you actually are very well aware of these things. This is called a water weird.
A what?
A water
I really want
weird.
one.
It's a
These
type
are
of spirit.
yeah. So this is a elemental spirit of water. It's
Oh my God, I
very
want it.
odd that you're seeing it because you're like, okay, these are creatures that like they defend areas from like threats. They're neutral creatures. They're elemental creatures of nature. They protect areas. You know that if it is removed from the water, it will die. You know that you also know that it's invisible when it's in the water, but something caused it to pop out, and you notice that it doesn't look right. It is completely covered. It's like completely soaked. There's mud flowing through it. It's not this clean water that you've seen for other water weirds. You've seen these in your adventures throughout the forest and woods before. So this is actually not a uncommon sight for you.
Hmm.
But that is your action to be able to do a roll like that.
It-
Anything else that you're going to do?
It doesn't count as a beast, right? It counts like a spirit.
It is an elemental, so it's not a beast.
Okay. Uh, can I use my bonus action to say like to purify of some sort?
Yeah, so you can go ahead and kind of you can kind of state that as like you need to purify it.
Hey Jasper, you're gonna need to purify this elemental. It's all murky and stuff. It's not usually supposed to look like this.
Okay, that's good to know, except I don't have purify water.
You don't have any
So-
like
Please don't make it kill it.
So overall, you hear Misty shout, "You need to purify it."
Yes.
Yes.
Are you a cleric?
Yes.
We've got something that might help.
Okay.
in the back.
So yeah, they are hiding behind the wagon. By the way, you're not going anywhere near them.
I mean, I don't.
Well, I have to wait till it's my turn to go get it, unless
Yep.
Lucid goes over and gets
I
whatever
will.
it
I
is.
want it. I want that thing. I don't know what that thing is, but I want it.
My
By the
God.
way,
I want it. I fucking want it. I
So-
want it as a pet.
Lucid, what are you doing?
If I save this water dragon, can I have it as a pet?
It's not a
It's not a
dragon.
dragon.
It's
And it will die if it leaves the water.
Then we'll bring some water with us.
We can't carry a whole freaking river with us.
If we can carry an owlbear, we can carry this. I want it.
what do you think our wagon is? A fucking moving fortress?
At this
We
point,
don't
yes,
have
I
a
want it.
freaking. We don't have an indoor pool to keep this thing in.
We can use the barrels and put it in there.
I
Lucid,
will
you're
admit,
realizing more and more as
it
like
would be nice to have it as a security measure.
Wait.
But-
Eric, go on.
you're realizing indeed that based off of what they said, if it leaves the water, it will die. This is so again, as he has specified, it stays in this area. It never leaves it.
Bullshit.
So
You should come
it
with me.
cannot leave this area, otherwise it will die.
Fuck it, let's kill it. If I can't have it, let's kill it. Useless to me.
So what do you
But no.
do then?
Fucking. I will run to get the goddamn thing so we can purify the water.
Okay.
I want it as a pet.
So as you go ahead and you're trying to run and leave from your spot here, hold on. All right. So as you were trying to leave from this, you have something in the mud that actually goes ahead and reaches out and tries to claw at you.
The fuck? What the?
And you like barely dodge it, even with its advantage. It missed you.
just dance. What the fuck?
As you just see this weird thing moving out of the basically moving and morphing out of the mud. You see this thing with a long pointed nose dripping mud from its nose.
Ew,
You see
Squidward was
these
uglier.
pointed ears and wings coming off of its back as it tried to claw at you, and now it's just kind of sitting in the mud.
Oh hell no! Can I go back and punch it in the face? Hell no!
We can say that you missed it, and as you were trying to leave, so now you can stay in your spot and punch it if you want. It's fine.
No, I got a job to do. I gotta get these goddamn barrels because we gotta purify the water. We gotta do the goody stuff. Give me the shit, girl.
They're behind the cart.
No. You coming up to here? I ain't running back there. You come to me.
Okay.
No.
When it gets to their turn, so she says, but like you're gonna pay us for this, right?
That I have to be a good person today. Yes, I will gladly pay for it for a job that I didn't want to do.
So you just see her rummaging through her pack, and that'll be your turn.
God.
What are you doing?
Well,
stupid.
while we wait for that to play out, I'm going
boy.
to summon my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Let me go ahead and pull up something that we can use as your spiritual weapon again. Where are you summoning it?
Right in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
right
use
there.
a flying sword here as your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, it's
You can
basically
specify if it looks different.
No, it's a long. I'm making it a long sword this time.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, do that. Lesser cast a spell again. Melee spell. Okay, so it's going to attack the thing right in front of us.
Okay. Go ahead and give a attack roll for it. It's just going to be that's an extra one, so it misses. You add your wisdom modifier to it, but it still misses because it's a natural one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I kind of figured with a nat 1 it wasn't going to do anything.
That was the bonus action to summon it. You still have your action. Anything else that you want to do?
Yeah, for my regular action, I'm going to use Sacred Flame on it.
Okay. So it has to make a dex save. Of course, my die spins. All right, it failed.
Oof.
It gets hit with 2 points of radiant damage.
Cool. That did barely anything to it.
Yeah, my damage rolls for this particular cantrip have not been very good today.
All right.
It's a sign.
Anything
It's a
anything
sign.
else? Do you want to move to a different position, etc.?
Yeah, I think I'm going to retreat us. Actually, no. I think I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
All right, that gets us to Noche here, and I didn't add this thing onto the turn order yet, so let me add this one thing onto the turn order. And it went right after. Let's see, I actually didn't give it its initiative yet, so I'll roll an actual initiative. Oh, okay, fitting. Because that would have just been its reaction to try to hit someone. Okay. Noche, seeing all this going on, he's just going to rush in like he usually does to make sure he's near an ally to defend them, and he's just going to go ahead and swing his sword at whatever just tried to attack one of his allies.
It does more than double what he does.
And that hits. Do you guys think that Noche would use a Divine Smite right away on this thing, or do you think he'd only just use a regular swing?
I think he'll go regular for now, and then like when he gets closer to death, that's when he uses Divine Smite to make sure it's the final blow.
Oh,
That
yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
about right for Noche.
Yeah, plus there is a potentially much bigger, much deadlier enemy nearby.
Yeah, okay. So we're just going to go ahead and say that hit, because I rolled high enough. go ahead and just do the damage for the roll. 6 points of damage. So he goes ahead and he slashes into it. I need to check something for this thing. All right, cool. It doesn't have a slashing resistance. Good to know. So he just slashes through it normally. It seems like it did the damage that he thought it would do. All right. That's going to get us
There's
to
Gears.
the water weird's turn. So it's moving up, so staying at the very edge of the water.
Ooh.
And then it's going to go ahead,
Okay, no, that's good.
double check the water weird stats for its attack range. Okay, it can reach. So it's going to go ahead and it's just going to, you see this whip of water kind of move out to try to grab one of you. I'm going to see which one based off of just a roll on who it's going to go with.
Me for screaming.
Alright. You're nowhere near close enough for it to grab you. This is based off of if it's Jasper or if it's Noche.
I just wanted.
Jasper, you end up having this thing trying to attack you. You see this water tendril move towards you. It'll have disadvantage though, because Noche is going to try to block it. All right. What's your AC again?
18.
18. Even with the disadvantage, it basically Noche tries to move to kind of dodge it, but the water kind of swerves around him, past him, and then it grabs at you. It is going to end up doing a total of that's 13 points of damage.
The fuck? Wow.
Also, can you go ahead and make either a you also go ahead and you actually feel as it grabs you, you are kind of pulled and you're wrapped by this water that slammed into you and it's trying to pull you in.
Oh, joy.
So you are grappled.
Oh boy.
How fun.
Oh, joy.
All right, Say, what are you doing?
Wait. What about the otters? We need to fucking the otters.
Hey.
So the otters will go ahead and you are randomly just given a little vial of water.
I swear to God, this better work, so somebody's dying.
Well, I am kind of being grappled by a giant water elemental
I wonder why.
that's trying to drown me.
I wonder why. It's so wild.
You're given a little vial of water that seems like if you look at it, it has like bits of silver that are floating around in it.
I have to give it to the cleric, right? I can't just throw it at the water beast.
So she does actually clarify that it is holy water that has already been blessed.
Oh, so I can just run up to the water and throw it at it?
You can definitely try. But do you know how? But again, she states that it might need another blessing.
No, I'll wait until it's my turn. I'll wait until it's my turn. I got this.
Now I'm gonna be nice. This tends to be an item that you would have had to prep for. It takes an hour to bless holy water.
Oh my god.
And you need silver. I'm being nice to you right now since you're in combat.
Thank God.
God. I see all this shit happening. I'm just like, what can I do? And I'm thinking in my head is like, I'll try to distract them by going in the middle of the water, but I'm gonna be on the tightrope.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
See if you can keep your balance.
If I don't, I'm gonna be so sad. I have 8. Okay, great.
All right. So, how far are you getting onto the rope?
Is there a limit?
You can move 30 feet, but you are moving slower and you're trying to balance. So technically, you can only move 15 feet, if I recall correctly on the rules.
So around like here?
Yep, roughly there.
If it starts here, damn, that sucks. Why can't I start over here? The fuck? Anyways, oops. So around here, but who? Or was there one more?
Yep.
Okay.
The thing seems to be focusing on constricting Jasper right now, so it did not take an opportunity of attack at you.
I would like to shoot at the water. What's it called?
The
Weird.
weird.
The water weird. Specifically the arm of it. I just tried to like taunt it a bit. It's like, hey, over here, you freaking overgrown Grados.
Niku, that is like the worst spot to be pissing it off. That is the worst spot to go.
I know. I'm
Go
just.
ahead and give me another attack then, or give me an attack then.
It's longbow.
All right, that's a hit.
Yeah. So and then I both with this. Ah, well that
Right.
sucks.
So you go ahead and you shoot your arrow into it, and the immediate impact gives a splash, and then you just kind of see your arrow kind of sink into it. You're realizing that your shot did not do as much damage as you would have hoped.
So it's like did like half, like 4.
So it only did about half the damage that you would have expected.
Purify this thing first.
That's fine. I just needed to get his attention mainly. Did I get that attention? That's the word.
All right. Anything else that you're wanting to do?
No, that's it. That's all my fucking moves. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, actually,
All right, that
wait.
gets us to Lucid. Oh, what else were you wanting to do?
No, no. I just realized that I have a. What is it called? I have the ability where I can attack a different monster.
Oh
or
yeah,
any-
your hunter ability that you
Yeah,
have.
Hordebreaker. Yeah.
Yep, you can use Swordbreaker, and since you did attack one, and that one mud method is what it's called, that next to it, you can attack that one as well.
I had to attack a attack roll.
Yep.
19.
That's a hit. Give me a damage roll then.
10. Barely. But...
10. Ooh. All right. So that seemed to do full damage. Didn't seem like it was any weaker than any of your normal strikes with your arrow on it.
Okay. And that's it.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, that gets us to Lucid. What are you doing?
After getting the ball, just looks at Jasper. That's being constrained. Just looks at him. How do I bless this so I can save the water beast?
You're not a cleric, so you can't perform a blessing.
Can you perform the blessing right now?
He's grappled and wrapped in water right now.
Do I look like I can do that? I am drowning
I'm not
on
hearing
land.
it now.
I am literally drowning on land. Can you not leave the room?
All I see is a cleric who cannot purify this water. But no, I do have a question before I do my.
Oops.
So, can I like punch the water that's constricting him?
So you're realizing that normally, if you were to try to punch it, you probably wouldn't have done very much damage. But since you have magical fist wraps, it'll be normal damage.
Cool.
That's
I'm
why
just
you
gonna-
get magic weapons.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna like punch the tendril so I can get this thing blessed and then throw it at the water dragon.
All right, go ahead and move in to punch at its tendrils, which means you're going to have to get actually up close and personal with this thing.
Wait, I gotta get in his face?
Yep. It
I
has
can't
a
just
reach
punch the
of
tendril
10.
that's grabbing him?
Nope. It's not how it works, sadly, for it. It has a reach of 10. You only have a reach of 5, so you actually have to get up in its face to attack it.
Is it too late for you to just stand still and not risk dying?
Just go in there and attack the day.
Fucking God.
Be a brave monk. Come on.
I am.
Yeah,
I just don't want to die. There's a difference between bravery and recklessness. This is
I'm
recklessness.
sorry our DM traumatized you like 5 times.
Freaking God. I have goals. Alrighty, let's punch this thing in the face. So I use an armed strike, correct?
Yep. Unarmed strike.
Okay,
Go for it.
Okay.
All right. That just barely hits it.
Wow.
You hit its exact AC.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, so give me damage. All right. And then that's going to be... Okay. And then are you going flurry blows on this thing or no?
No, I just wanted to let him go so he could bless the water.
It's not letting go.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry, that's not how this condition works.
I hate to see.
Okay, I guess
Fine.
reaction to give it to Gasper when he gets free.
Like, I want to give it to him because I feel like if we can save this, then it would be good. Fine, I can do flurries of blows.
Well, yeah, we don't want to kill him.
You're gonna go with
I'm
flurry
not-
blows?
Yes, because we need to. He needs to let him go.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna have to
blows.
teach him. I'm gonna have to teach him how to be nice.
So use a key point, and then you can make 2 more unarmed strikes.
All right, unarmed strike number 1.
That's a hit. Give me damage. All right.
And then unarmed strike number 2.
Oof.
All right, that's a miss. Sorry.
No. Going again.
You can't
Unarmed strike
use
number.
You can't.
I can't
use
do it
the-
again. No.
I'm sorry, that's not how it works. You only get 2 unarmed strikes with.
Damn, I'm gonna get slapped. All right.
Now,
ready.
I'm gonna be clear. You've always had the ability to do a attack and then bonus action unarmed strike. The key attack just allows you to do two instead of 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So you've always had the ability to do a attack and then an bonus action unarmed attack. But you can use your key to do 2 unarmed attacks instead, just 1 extra unarmed attack. Yeah.
Okay. I think
Monks are one
okay.
of the only classes that gets like extra attack features super early.
Yay! But damn. So I use my unarmed strike, so that means I can still hit it.
So those were your 3 attacks. That's the most that you can do right now.
Okay, got it.
Okay. All right. All right. That is, I'm assuming, Lucid's turn. Jasper, you are grappled right now. You have to make
Okay.
either a
the
strength
phone.
check. You have to make a athletics check or acrobatics check to.
Thank you for the
get free.
food. I hope you've been safe.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics to kind of break free with brute force, or acrobatics to kind of.
We're doing athletics because my acrobatics is not good.
All right. Sadly, that is not high enough for you to get actually free, and you are pulled 5 feet closer to this thing. So you're
Shit.
Yep, you're right next to. We're gonna say like you're right there, next to Lucid now.
Okay.
So you're underneath Lucid's thing. That's your action, sadly. Do you have any bonus actions that you want to do?
Struggle.
Aggressively just stares.
Yeah, I can do the thing with my spiritual weapon, but I need
Yep.
to check something else real quick.
Okay.
You do your circle thing.
So Rhythms went ahead and has responded to me. He's been asleep this time. He thought we started later.
No.
It's fine. We had communication issues for this next session.
Yeah.
He's been sleeping all day apparently, so he must be really tired.
Tired boy.
Tired.
Okay,
tired
so I
husky.
can't do that.
Is there any ability you have that might help?
That's what I was checking. I
Actually,
was going to do that, but I can't do that. I can't do that.
I gotta say, kind of Lucid, like, just punch through, not punch through the tendril, but kind of use the action, like, try to give it to Jasper through the ginger since it's just water?
Okay, so
Still,
okay, so I can cast Misty Step as a bonus action to get away.
Yep, technically you can use that to get free of the grapple. That is true.
So I will be doing that.
All right, and where are you moving?
Let's see,
bottle.
up to 30 feet.
Take the bottle.
He can't take the bottle.
I-
He's grappled. He's using this to escape.
I told you should have done like a reaction when that happens.
Yeah, but I could mess it up if I did it wrong.
So where are you gonna Misty Step to?
Where did Jasper see at this moment? It's like around here.
Right. Like right here up on this little cliff.
All right, let me go ahead and do that. So you're over here now.
Yes.
There you go.
Ugh.
So you're
And that
free.
was- That was my bonus action. Does my spiritual weapon get its own action, or
Technically, yes. If I recall
it's going to
correctly.
attack the little bug thingy? But I've got the thing right here, so I can
No,
just...
sorry. Actually, it says as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon.
Mhm.
Attacking
No,
it?
can still make an attack. So it can still make an attack. You just can't move it now.
Okay, I wasn't planning on moving it, so it's going to attack the little mud thingamajig.
All right, make an attack roll.
God!
Adding your wisdom modifier, still not enough to hit it.
Yeah, no, like, I don't... My rolls are not super great today.
Unfortunately.
Oof. All right, that gets us to the mud method. As it goes ahead, it's on its turn here. It's gonna go ahead and try to attack Noche then in this situation because it's right there. All right, and it misses, but then you see that it goes ahead and it makes a call out, like it just kind of screeches out. From around you guys, you also start to see more of these things start to pop up out of the mud around the area. So let me just go ahead and put these in.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
It's just,
Oh, for fuck's
you know
sake.
what? Otters, I think you should just forget this place. Just let it be. I think we should just let it be at this point. I think this is too much.
Will be.
It will be. This is their home now. I am willing to respect this is their home.
All right. Next, that gets us to Noche. Noche seeing all this shit is just like, what the hell? And he's gonna go ahead and cast Bless. So he's gonna cast Bless. He's in range for all of you technically. He's gonna go ahead and add Bless to himself, to Lucid and Jasper. So you guys have a plus 1d4 for your attack rolls and for your saving throws.
Sweet.
That's a bonus action though, so he's going to go ahead and then use his action to attack this mud method in front of him. So I'm going to go ahead and roll to attack. That's a hit. And for his damage, all right, he ends up killing this mud method. He slices straight through it, no problems whatsoever. Problem though, as he goes ahead and slashes through it, killing this thing, you see its body like shake and move weirdly, and it explodes.
Ew.
It
It
explodes?
explodes. So I need Lucid and Noche to make a dex save.
Oh
I'm
no.
willing to say forget this. I'm done. I'm done with this. I wanted to go ahead. No, let's be good people.
Make a dex save, goddamn.
Fucking, I wanted to just keep going.
All right. You might want to add a 1d4 to that roll.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
See if you make the dex save.
1d4.
Noche also needs to add a
I'm
1d4
ready
to
to
his
go.
dex save to see if he makes it.
Oh,
You know what? Screw this. Y'all can fight this thing.
All right. So, luckily, thankfully, the DC save was 11 on that. You only needed to roll a 1.
Oh my god.
So
I'm staring daggers at Jasper.
So all this mud just explodes everywhere. You avoid getting stuck in all of this sticky mud, preventing you from being able to move around. Noche did not, however, make the save.
Oh.
He's stuck. He can't move from that position. He is restrained
This one is dead
until
though.
the end of his next turn,
No.
or end of his next turn. So he can't move until the end of his next turn.
Oh no.
So that's going to move us on to the water weird again. It's confused as to what happened to its prey that ended up that it was trying to pull in. So now it's just going to go straight for a raccoon here.
There's daggers at Jasper.
sorry, it was drowning me.
I don't care.
You see these tendrils of water move towards you and try to slam into you. You deftly move and quickly dodge. Like, nope, no, I am not getting
Not
grabbed by you.
today. Not
So-
again.
Not today, Satan. You just avoid this thing.
God.
But it stays in its position. That gets us to say, what are you doing? Let me make sure that I remove some tokens here. So this one is dead. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. So what are you doing?
Let's see. Sorry, just need to check. I like to do Hunter's Mark.
All right. What
And-
are you doing Hunter's Mark on?
Probably this one because like they can handle this one at the very least, but I can focus on these two to make sure they don't come close and try not to explode in their faces. Basically.
Okay. So Hunter's Mark on that one. And then are you taking a shot at that one then?
Yes, and I do want an additional thing I'm gonna do. I haven't used this yet, so I'm gonna try the sharpshooter.
All right. So yeah, with that one, you take a -5 to your attack roll, but if you hit, you do an extra 10 points of damage. So go ahead and take your shot. See if you so do a normal roll, and then we'll calculate from there. So you get a 20 to hit. So that's a hit. Go ahead and give me damage, and we'll add 10 to it.
20,
All right.
and then
Add your
Hunter's.
Hunter's Mark damage.
How much is Hunter's Mark again?
Hunter's Mark is a 1d6, if I recall. No, it's a 1d.
Oh, wait.
God, now you're making me double check what.
Yeah,
Hunter's
it's
Mark
one. It's 1d6. Yeah, so 23,
1d6, okay.
23 damage.
So 23
Oh, shit,
damage.
It's not gonna explode now, is it?
So you go ahead and you nail this thing right between the eyes, and you just see it shake, jitter, and it explodes.
Which
Oh, God,
one?
please tell me I'm not gonna have to
This
protect
one.
This
myself.
one.
right
You're
here.
this one right here. I told you guys I'm doing these two so they don't get close to you guys. What the fuck?
So you
I
take that
just
one
want to
out with one shot of your arrow.
Very nice.
Nobody is close enough to the explosion that nobody is affected by it.
I'd like to put the Hunter's Mark here now since I can replace it. I believe, right? Yeah.
It takes a bonus action to move it, so you do it on your next turn, but that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
That's basically.
All right, you're maintaining your position.
Yeah, I can't really go anywhere right now, anyways. Besides, I'm a pretty good little
You just
bait
see
here.
this rabbit balancing on a rope, shooting arrows, guys. Like this is actually pretty cool. So
If
listen, what do you do?
If I did like a little like thing, I would just be like upside down and able to hit it and hit it still. That'd be fucking
I
stupid.
wish you luck, Noches. Good luck.
No,
I wish you
just
best of luck. Good luck. You! Take this fucking bottle.
You're moving away from it.
Yes, I gotta give him the bottle so he can
Okay.
bless it.
So, are you moving away without using your key ability to move away without
Attacks of
dealing with
opportunity.
attacks of opportunity?
Shit, I forgot I can hit and then use bonus actions to move. I keep
This is
forgetting I
true.
have this.
You have this ability. Do you want to do that or no?
No, I don't want to fight. I want to save the dragon so it can be my pet.
It's not a dragon.
It's a spirit. It's an
I want to save it.
elemental, and we can't make it our pet.
Oh my
It lives here. It will
Oh.
die if
We'll
it
work
leaves.
something out. Just bless the water for me.
All right. So you're not using your ability to step away from it?
Nah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
walk over to this man and just say, "Bless the freaking water already, so we can be done here."
Well, as you are quickly trying to move away from it, tendrils do try to attack you, but you do
Oh,
evade
shit.
them as you move
Oh,
away.
thank God.
So you
Oh,
look
thank the Lord.
freaking out.
He just says, fuck this shit, walks away.
Basically.
All right,
So, yeah.
and then you go ahead and you hand off the vial of water with like little bits of silver powder on the inside of it.
Yep, to our cleric, so he can bless it.
Mhm.
Yeah, this will be my first time blessing holy water, so.
All right.
um,
So this will get onto your turn. So you know from blessing to bless holy water, normally it's an innate long ritual where you need to go ahead and like mix and add everything together. You can tell that this has already gone through that process. Give me a religion check.
If he gets a okay, I'm about to say if he gets a
All right. You know that normally, yes, it would take you another hour to properly create something that is of holy water. So if you are trying to do a quick blessing, it may not have the same effect.
can I tell if it's already?
You can tell that it had gone through some sort of blessing ritual, but you're not sure you're not sure on like if it was like a real ritual or not. Like you can tell that somebody had gone through the process of making holy water.
You can't tell it's
You're not sure if
organic.
it's
You can't tell it's
You can't tell if
organic.
it's properly then made it. Like you don't know for sure if it actually went through the full ritual. You're assuming at this point.
I will attempt a quick blessing.
Okay, so we will say that you are working on like doing a quick prayer to actually give this its proper blessing. That is your action, so you can't throw it.
Right.
Yeah, at least.
As a bonus action, I would like to move my spiritual weapon over here,
To where? Okay,
right
I'll move
here,
it for you.
Yeah, I'd like
and
to
have
block
it
it a
attack
little
the
bit.
little mud thing.
Attack roll. That's a hit.
How much
So
does it
let's
do?
see, the damage is a 1d8, I believe.
Yep.
6.
All right. And then we add in the wisdom modifier as well. Okay. Or actually, no, it is just a. I don't think it is the wisdom modifier. Okay.
Let me pull it up real quick.
Appreciate it.
And just like in my head, my like bunny would just go to shrimp mode when it got hit at that fucking hit.
It is adding your wisdom modifier, so it does an extra. You have a maximized wisdom modifier, right?
Yes.
Right.
It should be 5, I believe, because my wisdom is at 20.
There you go. That was pretty potent damage, but it's not dead.
But it's pretty close.
But that's all I can do since I'm busy trying to bless this holy water.
So this will get us to Noche. Noche notices that again these things seem to explode if he slashes at him. So he's going to quickly. He sees that that one's being dealt with. He's going to go ahead and move a little bit more back away from the actual water weird.
Wait, what
Ting.
isn't he still stuck?
Or no, actually, yeah, you're right. He can't move, so he's
Yeah, I'm
stuck
so
in that
sorry.
position. He
I
can't
didn't mean
move.
to screw you over.
No, I'm glad you gave me that reminder. That
A
you-
person who doesn't want to be here just so can remember these
So
shit.
he's stuck. That he knows that he's stuck in that position, and that he can't get close enough to swing with his sword. But then he remembers, I have this cool shield. And so he goes ahead and he throws the shield at the mud method that you guys have been dealing with the longsword. And see if he hits.
What do you have this? How do you have these
Jesus
fucking images?
Christ. So he crits.
Yikes.
He crits,
Jesus.
so he ends up doing. Okay, so he does
He does what?
his total of 10 points of damage. He didn't roll very high on the damage die,
Oh.
Oof.
but that thing is almost dead.
Which one?
Knowing him, like you guys said, he would use he would definitely use his divine smite if he thought that it was almost dead. So go ahead and add his divine smite to the damage, which would also be doubled. Oh yeah, that thing's dead. So
What-
it bursts. You guys see this shield thrown at he just throws his shield. It hits this method. There's a burst of radiant energy, which goes with a burst of mud, and this thing is just dead.
Nice.
And then all of a sudden, you see the shield just return quickly back to his arm, and he's just like, "That's so cool!" And he's
Okay, Captain
very excited
America.
about his thing.
Yay, I did it.
That gets us back to the water weird, or actually, no, that's going to be the mud methods. I forgot this one still has a turn. It's going to go ahead and fly.
They can fly.
It
They
has
have wings.
You didn't notice the
Oh,
wings? I
oh
told you it had
no.
wings. So it
Oh,
flies up
hell
and it's
no.
going to try to do a claw attack on Say.
No, that is nasty.
I'm sorry, that is a natural crit.
Oh shit.
All right, and then the Mud Mephit's claw attack is going to be 12 points of damage
Oof. I have like
as it crits you.
I believe 19 now.
All right.
Should I make an acrobatics or something?
To maintain your balance, yes.
That's gonna be fun.
Oh
Oof!
no.
Oh
Yep,
shit!
that crit and that hit is enough that you fall into the water.
Yeah. Fuck.
You guys just see a splash as he falls into the water. That gets
Look.
the water weird. It senses that something fell in the water. It quickly turns, and this thing dives down into the water after you. This thing
Nice
is
knowing you.
invisible in the water, by the way.
Nice knowing you.
All right, and it's just going to go ahead and it's striking at you with advantage because it's invisible. You can't see it.
Wait, hang on.
I can't be
Isn't it
surprised.
Isn't it still illuminated by my fairy fire?
Ooh, that's true. And you guys haven't been attacking with advantage. My apologies. So let me go ahead and
And it says here that I can't be surprised when I'm conscious.
well, surprise means for the start of a fight, so you can't
Started a fight. Oh, okay. What was the?
Um,
I don't know what I was thinking
but
of.
overall, its attack is not high enough to hit you, so you are good. And mainly because I'm removing its invisibility, because you just see this weird glow in the water, and you're like, "What the?" And you swim and avoid this thing as it tries to grab at you. All right,
This-
Say, you're in the water dealing with a water weird. You're kind of in a fucked up situation. What do you do?
I really am. Come on. How do you expect me to fucking think of the little Robin motherfucker just crit me? Like, what the hell?
You have magic.
No, I don't use magic that
You have
often.
a grappling hook.
Oh.
It's a grappling.
You can use your grappling-
Underwater.
I mean, he's not underwater. He's just in the water. There's a difference.
Oh, you idiots! All right.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
I'm trying to help.
Can I like get to the surface of the water at least?
Yes. So you can. So I'll say that you're able to get to the surface without getting an attack of opportunity to get your breath. What are you doing?
Where's my eye closed? Okay, I pressed the wrong button. I can I even throw hard enough for the grappling hook to hit it?
To hit something?
No, to like hang on
Try to
the
get to
rope.
land.
Oh, if you're trying to like, you can like if you're aiming for the rope, that's interesting. But yes, you'd be able to throw high enough to grab onto the rope. Are you trying to like get to land? Like, are you trying to get to a specific spot?
I'm trying to just like get out as fast as I can, basically.
Okay. So yes, you'd be able to kind of quickly throw that and try to pull yourself up if you want.
What would I do though?
Basically, you'd have to just do a throw check to see if you can actually land it around onto the rope or something nearby.
How would a throw
So-
check be?
So I would say you can go ahead and just give me a 1d20 and we'll add your dex modifier.
One D20 and Dex, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's a
Alright.
10.
So you go ahead and you throw it. You're kind of flailing, trying to get it proper. You are barely able to get the grappling hook onto the rope, and you try to pull yourself out. This thing is going to make an attack of opportunity as you're trying to pull yourself out of the water. And it misses you somehow.
Oh my god.
Oh, lucky.
you just kind of pull yourself out of the water. You're just kind of like holding onto the rope above. You're like, ah. Are you trying to stand back up on the rope?
Probably, but it'd probably be safer, honestly, because if I hang it, I could get hit by the water. Water
Okay,
what?
so if you're going to try to stand back up, I'm going to ask for an acrobatics check
God.
to try to rebalance yourself on that thing. All right, you go ahead and you kind of swing yourself around so that you can land back on your feet and you're balancing. The rope is kind of like bouncing up and down as you do so, but you're balanced on this thing. And you just see this thing's head peeking out of the water as it's like looking at you.
uh, since I made the rope, did the rope thing, that counts as an action, right?
Yep.
Can't really do anything right now. I don't have anything that can do damage on bonus actions, unfortunately.
Yep.
I should really find one of that.
All right. But you can move your hunter's mark to a different target.
True, but
Which you did say was going to be that one method,
yeah, it's still on here. This little shit.
All right. So that gets us to Lucy.
I have a question. That thing has eyes, correct?
Yes.
All I need to know. Okay.
I think it has eyes. That's all.
That's all I need to know.
I will start by running to the edge of the water,
Okay.
and I will cast darkness.
Ooh, all right. So you go ahead and
I will stall as long as time as we need until freaking this
you go
water
ahead
breath.
and so you've never clarified how you cast darkness. How do you cast darkness as a monk?
I mean, I know back then we said we used those little smoke bomb things, and then that just went.
All right. So we'll
So I
say that
think,
you
like-
So do you want to stick to that, where you're just using
For the
smoke
time
bomb?
being, but like
Alright.
the reason I say for the time being because later I have a unique way of using it later.
All right. So you go ahead and you are just kind of use your smoke bomb. This creates just like this very dark area where nobody else is able to see in this space. I would say the size of it basically encompasses the water weird and the method. So they are unable to see.
Yes.
Say you also are unable to see right now.
Yep,
And-
I have no choice. It's just so that stalls for time before this thing is done.
Stairway. Wasn't there like a thing where you can do like circles?
There
Yes.
is. I just am trying to find it.
Oh, got it.
You found it? There you go. Yep.
Like around
That's
there.
right size, actually, too. Yeah.
Oh, I just did that out of spite. I didn't even.
Yeah. Wow, that was like the perfect size.
And that's about it. All I can do
All
because
right.
I don't think my darts can reach anybody.
Your darts would have been able to reach the water weird,
I'm not hitting
but
that.
it would have been non-magical, so it would have done half damage.
Yeah, so that'll be it.
All right. This gets us to Jasper. Jasper, you've done your quick prayer. You've sensed a little bit of radiant energy that you've given this vial. You look up, and now you can't see the water weird. You just see a massive pitch of blackness.
Damn it.
Just hand it to me.
However, I'm going to clarify something. Give me a perception check.
Does it have to be higher than 16?
In the midst of a fight, yes.
Okay.
All
Oh, you're fine.
So you can't see the water weird, but you look and you remember there was an object that you remember hitting with the actual sacred flame at the start of the battle, and you're wondering, should I be throwing this at the water weird, or should I be trying to throw it near that object?
Oh shit.
So
I
up to
think
you.
the object,
Okay.
but because I can't see in the darkness, I'm going to
You can like shout out just in case.
You're able to still see in the water. There's like way over here. There is something there that you hit with your sacred flame earlier. And
Oh god.
if you throw it far enough, you can actually, and you think you can hit it with the holy water, you might be able to do something about it if you think
Can you put like a permanent like circle or something right there so I can actually see how far away it is?
Like around here?
Yep, that would have been about there.
So let's see, if I stand here, that's 5, 10, 15, about 20 feet.
Yep, you can make that throw. You're
Yeah,
strong.
I think so. I'm strong, boy. I'm going to hurl it over there.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
An attack roll?
Yep, because you have to hit the target.
God damn it.
All right.
But I get +4.
And we're adding your strength in there, +4. Thankfully, you didn't need a high roll.
I was about to say, because I also have the blessing still.
So you go ahead and add that 1d4 and make sure that you're hitting. You needed exactly that to hit.
Oh my god.
You needed the bless.
Jesus Christ.
So you go ahead, you realize that if you open up the vial and then you throw it, the actual holy water will be able to disperse. So you throw the glass vial with an open vial in, it lands, and you just see a radiant energy going through, and you're seeing a lot of the muck starting to disappear and dissipate. All right. That gets us to...
I've still got my sword.
Yep, your sword. What is your sword doing?
5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to move over here.
Okay.
And it's going to make an attack on the mud bug thingamajig.
All right. It's going to attack at disadvantage, technically, I guess. Go ahead and attack.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a miss. Or wait, no. Adding in your wisdom modifier, that's a hit, weirdly enough, with the lower roll. Holy crap. All right. Go ahead and roll for damage, I guess. So 1d8. 7 plus your wisdom. All right.
13.
Yep, that's a lot of damage. Holy cow. All right. That gets us to Noche. Noche, he can't see anything.
Could you actually move the sword over there? Because I can't.
Sure.
Thank you.
Noche can't see anything, so he's just going to move quickly over to Lucid, and he's just going to be like, I got your back, and he's just ready to block anything with his shield if something tries to reach out and grab you.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
You're being protected by a little guy.
All right. So with that, then you end up actually hearing a loud amounts of splashes in the water around, in front of you. You actually can see this thing flailing wildly. The water weird is just kind of moving around, flailing wildly. I'm going to need a deck save from Say and Lucid. Say, you have disadvantage on the deck save, sadly.
Yeah, because somebody fucking cast darkness.
Don't blame me. You're the one who wanted to be in the tightrope because I wanted to distract him in the water. You got nobody else to blame.
Do a deck save, both of you.
Fucking bitch.
Ooh.
All right. Say you quickly are just trying to you're like, I can't see anything. Disadvantage though, so reroll.
Oh, reroll? Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh, should I just put disadvantage? I've completely forgot. My bad.
Just roll again, it's fine. Okay. So you kind of hear the splashing, and all of a sudden you feel a tendril just kind of reach out, and in this case almost hits you. It doesn't, because it cannot see where it's actually reaching out, and you avoid the actual attack. I used the deck save to see who is actually going to possibly get hit, because tendrils also end up moving randomly towards you, Lucid, but they didn't actually make contact. That gets us to Say, what are you doing? It's dark, you can't see
Leave
anything.
the tightrope.
What are you doing, man?
Screw it. I'm gonna try. This is gonna be fucking stupid, but I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna try to aim for this in the dark, and I want to do a little roll of a history check, just to remember where it attacked me.
Okay, you can't do that for a history check, but give me a disadvantage roll to attack.
A disadvantage.
You know where it roughly is, but you still can't see it, so you still have disadvantage on the attack. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I was just wondering if do I need to do a little history check to see if I remember where it was.
History is more so of do you remember things about a specific location's history, etc. It's more of a book smarts thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So give me attack roll with disadvantage. Are you still using sharpshooter?
No, not for this one. Also, thank you, Panwall, for the follow. I did not expect all of a sudden. Hello. So yeah, I'm aiming for that with disadvantage and not with sharpshooter because otherwise that's too much at that point.
Alright.
So I'm gonna try.
Okay. Attack roll, disadvantage. Alright, that's still a hit with even the disadvantage. Give me an attack. Give me your damage.
12
Alright,
and plus 6.
Add in your hunter's mark. Yep.
14.
Alright. So you shoot out into the darkness. You hear a splat, and then you hear an even bigger splat, and yeah, you killed it.
Nice. Even in the darkness, I can still fucking do it.
Right? Dang.
Alright, and then I'll start moving a little bit over here and get a better view.
Yep. So now you can see again. You're not in darkness. You don't see the water weird. You do notice off to the side though that the water is clearing very quickly.
Yeah, but it's we need to see the water weird and see if it's purified or it's a separate monster entirely that just got corrupted by some sort.
Mm-hmm. All right. Lucid.
And by that point, I'll be right back.
Can I do animal handling check on this thing?
It's not an animal.
Damn. I wanted to at least let it know. I was like, it's okay, we're trying to help. I wanted to at least converse.
So you do notice, because you can actually see in this, its movements are erratic, weird.
Yeah, it's a pain.
And so, but you're actually, but you can't see color still, even with your dark vision. So you're not sure if this thing has been purified or not. You do, however, see it diving under the water, and you do see like the glow away from it, and it's starting to like move around underwater, wildly.
I wish I could like tell it to calm down.
Can you lift the darkness?
But yeah, you can choose to lift the darkness if you wish. Are you doing anything else though?
I could lift the darkness, but the only thing I'm risking is that like Rabbit Boy wants to be in the water still, and this thing's moving erratic. If I'm not careful, that thing can actually just auto lock on him. So I have to keep that thing going at least a little bit longer.
All right. So you're just gonna kind of wait, like.
Can I like at least move like out of the radius of his tendrils, or
you're outside the radius at this point?
At this point, okay. Then yeah, I guess I'm gonna just have to wait. As much as I would like to go to it, no, that shit's gonna kill me.
All right, that gets us to Jasper. What are you doing?
I'm going to attempt to cast sleep on it.
Ooh, okay. Doesn't require so sleep though requires you to be able to see a spot. So you'd have to assume that the radius that you are hitting, where you can see, is wide enough to be able to reach it. But you can try.
Yeah, it's within 20 feet of a point I choose.
Yep. So you could choose like a point that's just right outside of the outside of the darkness, and you can hope that that's within the range. So I'll allow it.
Okay,
right.
So I'm going to choose this point right here.
Okay.
Because that would put it within range, but also like it's close enough that it's the edge of the darkness, and because I can't see like how far through, so I'm just going to kind of do it at the edge.
Now I'm going to remind you this that the way that sleep works is that it has to have low enough hit points to be able to be put to sleep.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we did enough damage to it.
Now the question is, did you want to upcast sleep? So because if you upcast it, it does more hit points, if I recall. So if you do it a second level spell, it's an additional 2d8 that you roll, and you can add that to the value. If you want to use a third level spell slot, that's another.
I don't have third level spell. I don't have third level spell slot.
So you could use a second level spell slot and try and add an extra 2d8 if you're not sure if that's enough hit points to put it to sleep. I will allow it this one time for you to choose to add an extra 2d8 and use a second level spell slot.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 2d8, and then we'll add that to that number.
Okay, hang on.
There it is.
So 29.
29. All right. So you go ahead and you cast the spell. You don't know if it has any effect. You can't see it, sadly. Noche, on his turn, because I'm assuming you're not doing anything with your sword, right? Or
I'm just gonna move it.
Action stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move it back to like next to me, like right over here.
Okay. So try to move that over here. All right. All right, that gets us to Noche. Noche is going to ready his action. He's in case another tendril tries to sweep out, he's going to be ready to throw his shield to hit something because he's not sure if it's near them or not. So he's ready to throw his shield if need be. That gets us to the water weird. Now, on its turn, you eventually see it moving out of the darkness. You see the glow under the water. It's not asleep.
Damn, it has a lot of health.
Yep, it really did. However, it's staying underwater and it's not moving around anymore. You can actually see it because before your glow is allowing you to actually see it easier and everything while it's invisible under the water. And you're not seeing any murk or mud or anything around the glowing marks. You're feeling like the holy water's doing something.
Well, that's good.
Saying it's your turn. You are seeing the same thing. It didn't move towards you. It wasn't trying to attack you. It seems like you're seeing it kind of like, again, you're seeing the same perspective. It seems like things are starting to maybe calm down. You're not sure if it's about to attack or not, but so far it's not attacking, and it seems like it's not being as aggressive.
Can I do a nature check to see?
Sure, go ahead and give me a nature check.
And can I get advantage with this just so it's like I know?
I will say that you have advantage because you rolled a natural 20 early.
Nature. Oh yeah, thank you. Holy fuck! I would have been in trouble.
All right. So based off of this, you know that these things only attack when they are threatened, and if they're trying to protect an area. You are pretty sure that it's no longer feels like it's being attacked by you at all. It seems like it's understanding what's maybe going on now. You know that these things are neutral. They just protect the land. That's it. So you're feeling pretty confident this thing isn't going to attack you again.
I think we're good now. And I dive down to see if it like moves or whatever.
Again, it seems like it's just kind of, you can see it moving throughout the water because the fairy fire is still active, but it is not moving towards you or engaging with you. You do, however, see now as you're underwater, your passive perception is high enough. It is swimming in a circular motion around this weird statue-like figure in the water.
Mm-hmm. Can I get closer to it?
Sure. So it takes 15 movement for you underwater to move. So 5, 10. Yeah. So you'd be roughly around there. You're
yeah, I think I'm close enough to like see shit, right? For sure.
Yeah. But it's moving around in a circular motion. That'll be the end of your turn, basically. Lucid, what are you doing?
Well, first, I can live off the darkness. No point of keeping that there.
Yeah. All right.
Can you get rid of it, please?
Oh, right.
I got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to expedite things here and just kind of state, like, things have kind of settled down. Seems like you guys aren't attacking it anymore. Say you go ahead and you grab at the statue. We'll just kind of expedite moves through some things here. It's a lot harder for you to swim out because you're trying to resist the pull of the water, but you eventually get out and you're holding this statue and you look at it. And yeah, everybody make an investigation check with advantage.
How do I see? I never did advantage with this, so bear with me.
You guys all get advantage with this one.
Oh my god, my rolls.
My rolls are horrible.
Oh, frick, 2 threes. Yeah. What the hell? All right, so say you rolled high enough for this. This looks very familiar to you. And you're just like, oh, Jasper's gonna hate this when he sees it. You guys go ahead. You bring it to everybody, and you're just like,
I just like to swim up over here with the statue.
The Mother of Mazes statue again.
I'm smashing the absolute shit out of it.
You see basically the Mother of Mazes statue. It's a very tiny little figure of the Mother of Mazes statue. And you just kind of show it to the rest of the party.
I pull it far enough away from the shore.
I do not.
Then I just wail on it.
No. I pull it away. Just like, no, not yet. You need to figure it.
You just grab it.
This is important. This is very important fucking shit.
So are you actually trying to prevent him from taking it and smashing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give athletics checks to see who actually pulls it.
Oh my god. Athletics?
Yeah, just athletics check.
No,
sorry, I had my thing set to advantage.
That's fine.
So...
Technically, it's still the first roll, so you still have a 20.
What? Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Give me an athletics check.
It's more acrobatics.
Well, I'll let you choose acrobatics in the sense of like, do you move quick enough to like take it away from him?
Like, save
before
it, yeah.
he's able to grab it. So,
Oh my god, thank
all
you.
right. So he reaches out for it, and you just kind of pull it away from him. Lucid has decided to go ahead and jump in the water.
Okay, well, I'm gonna check on the thing. I'm not interested in your guys' petty things. I want to pet this thing.
You can't pet it. It's made of water.
And
It's a spirit.
well, distract you from the statue now, didn't it?
My god. Yeah, it saved us. Like, we can't destroy this just yet. It is important fucking evidence. Besides, why is it here in the first place, though? It's like, why? That's a very...
Because those bastards are insisting on destroying everything.
Well, it's
Well,
not...
now that we know any better.
It's not like, why is it here? It's more like, how is it here? I think that's a better question.
They put it here. The cult put it here. Why? Beyond me, but like, obviously they planted it here for nefarious purposes.
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You're swimming in the water.
Just because I'm swimming in the water doesn't mean anything. Your answer gives me the hero logic. I mean, we can't just say that they planted there. Who's to say that it washed up? We don't know.
Who else would do this? And where would it have washed up from? It's a stone statue.
Can I look at the statue more clearly? Is there anything like hidden compartments or anything like that?
No. So I'm using your investigation check from earlier, but you're looking it over. You do not notice any weird compartments or anything on it. It's just a little figure of it. Again, these are like, small little idols that you would be able to like hand off to somebody. This is something that like fits in your hands. It's not a massive statue by any means.
Somebody could have tossed it.
So yes, you're likely thinking, based off of this, either somebody did have intent to do damage with it, because you know that this group, the Mother Mazes, seems to have like a weird agenda based off of what you've noticed. They seem to be trying to spread their religion. You know that they are directly worshipping the dungeon itself, and you're not sure their full motives yet. However, this seems like it's very key. As you're kind of looking it over, you're thinking about it. They were trying to corrupt this water spirit. Why would they try to take something that just protects nature and trying to corrupt it? So you're kind of putting more pieces together of like, they seem to not be this group of like a good religion by any means.
Can I smash it now, please?
Lucid what?
Lucid, as you're kind of in the water, you can still see it for the short little while as the fairy fire continues. And eventually the fairy fire disperses and you're no longer able to see it. You do feel it kind of like push you a little bit and push past you. But it does not seem to do any harm to you.
I'll take that as a win.
Okay, but seriously, can I smash this stupid thing now?
I gave it to him so he can destroy it before I go to the others, saying that everything's okay now. As you hear the fucking massive crash that Jasper just does.
I smash it with my mace and then I stomp it and grind it under my hooves.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, like you say, I like that. Jesus.
So,
oh my god.
Since we're already past our normal time usually, because holy cow, we went a lot longer than I expected.
We did start it super late though.
We will expedite a few things. So for this, Misty would be like going, well, we need to have compensation. We gave them the holy water to help them out, and that's like 150.
Can I intimidate them?
There.
Wait.
However, the other brothers, Finn and Pippin, chime in like, we wouldn't have even been able to do all this or known what to do with this. this. You were just hoping that that would work, and they basically say you guys don't owe them any money. They will say, however, if you wish to go down in the barrels, they will give you guys the first crack at going down in their barrels if you can fit.
I obviously cannot fit, so I will just not.
I'm ready to
that'll-
go home.
I'll take a crack at it.
Noche definitely seems like a person that would hop into one of these barrels.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Noche is going to hop into one of these barrels. You're going to hop in. Lucid, are you wanting to hop into the third empty barrel? Or
No, I am good.
All right. So you and Jasper get to see Noche and Say just kind of float down the first waterfall, and they're like, "All right, now we need to get into a better spot so we can see them fall from the big one." And they take you to the bigger area. The water is crystal clear the entire way now, and as you're going through, you see this massive 3,000-foot drop, and you're like, "Okay, crap!" And you decide to. Do you guys keep the barrel lids open, or do you go ahead and quickly shut them as you're falling in?
I'm opening it fully. It's like, yeah, let's go, full experience.
You're
Noche-
lucky you have a cleric in the party if you die.
Noche also sees that you're keeping up. He's just like, no, this is for glory. He keeps it open because he's an Oath of Glory paladin. Like, no, I'm not kidding.
He's used as a
Like leaning out of it a little bit, like being a little bit more daring.
Oh yeah, totally. I can see Noche doing that. And so,
we're just looking like I'm just having fun. He's taking that as a challenge.
oh my gosh. So you guys go ahead and you fall from 3,000 feet. Holy crap. It is a rush. You're falling. You're like, oh, this is bad. If these barrels don't work and we don't even know if they work, we will die.
That's the fucking junkie of throw rides, isn't it?
So, let me break out the percentile. First, say your barrel. It works. You're lucky. You land hard, and it's just like you feel like you've got the wind knocked out of you. You still take, however, 10 points of damage
Ow.
from the hard impact.
You're almost unconscious.
I am 9 points away.
Noche, his lands, and
Hello? Oh.
his lands, it snaps in two,
Oh shit.
and Noche.
How much does he take? How much health does he have?
He had full health, thankfully. Let me double check his character sheet.
I know he had 30-something health.
Okay.
But his health was on par with mine, or
So
better.
Noche takes.
Eric, you're making me nervous.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're making us a bit worried there, bud.
He's down to 5 hit points.
Holy fuck!
Okay, we're
Not
leaving.
spare the dying, but Jesus.
But yeah,
We're
you
leaving
see
now.
him basically floating in half of a barrel.
I picked up Noche so he could be in my
He's
barrel.
just raising up his sword, and he's just like, for glory. And he just kind of plops out of it into the water.
I pick up Noche and put it in my barrel so he'd be safe. Good thing I was safe, otherwise I would have died.
So I made the percentage that you had to get 25% or less.
What?
It's the break. I got.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? How?
Well, I hope that was fun.
With that, you guys end up enjoying some time here at the river. You rest up, and then you head
and then we keep
Oh.
continuing on this journey. But that's a besides that's nice for a little side thing. Anyways, we're Widows wasn't here anyway, so it's fine. Honestly.
But anyway,
I will tell Reynolds about the others.
I will end this session saying that you guys continue traveling for a few days. You guys end up getting to South Winds. South Winds. But as you guys go ahead and you arrive to South Winds, this place is in awful shape. You guys go ahead and you're looking around. Many buildings are in ruins. They're utterly destroyed. There are many people that look like they're living very poverishly here in this town. Go ahead and give me a history roll real quick as our final things for today.
Behold, as my history roll is so little.
You say little, I only have 2.
You guys don't remember much about what exactly happened here. You know that this place obviously has gone through a very awful situation, and you know that something happened way back, but you don't remember what.
Like a supernatural of some sort. It feels like that.
But as you're kind of going around, you guys are seeing there's people that are moving around. They are grabbing stuff from junk piles. There's debris. You see somebody pulling out rifles from one of the debris piles that are like very badly damaged rifles. Things very similar to what you were seeing Flint building. You're seeing bits of scraps of materials that people are finding in a lot of the ruins. As you kind of walk by, you eventually do go to port because you have Lucid saying, doesn't matter what's going on here, we need to get to our destination, and he is forcing you guys all to continue moving to the port. There's no time to continue to figure out what actually happened here, and I'm assuming Lucid really doesn't care, right?
At this point, he's like near his goal at this point.
So you guys go ahead and you get to the port. You're able to negotiate with your travel pass and paperwork to be able to get transport to the city of Canals, and that's when our next session will begin. Is you guys arriving at the city of Canals?
Yeah, probably it begins tomorrow, next Friday, maybe.
We will have to figure it out. Are you guys able to play next week, Friday?
I should be.
Right.
It'll be at the new time. So shit. Or no, I haven't started the job yet, so it can still be at the same time.
All right. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to decide: are we doing it on the usual time, where it's at like our usual time when we've done it, or are we gonna be doing it at the later time?
Wait. Lance, when are you getting the new job again?
I don't know yet. That's the thing. Like I still have to interview for it, but we're pretty sure I'm going to get it. It's just
The
Nice.
reason I say this is because like it would be better if we continue to do the normal time, but then like, once we get the job trying to get into the habit of doing it.
I could not hear a word you said.
Yeah,
He said we should just do the normal time that we're used to avoid confusion for us for the time being.
Yeah, that's why I was
And-
saying we can do the
And
normal.
then once you have clarification, then we move towards that time to get used to that one.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'll keep y'all posted on when that starts, but it's probably not going to be until like the end of August, start of September when that happens.
Speaking of, I am gonna say this: at the end of August, I will be gone.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll also be gone the week of the 20th.
All right.
Like gone, or like gone for a bit.
I'm going on vacation.
Ah.
I'm going to Anime Con. So.
Oh, okay, that
For
makes sense.
right now, let's say that we are going to play again next week,
Yes.
and then we will plan for the 3 o'clock Central Time. So that's my time zone, 3 o'clock.
And it's like what 1 p.m. from my side, I believe.
And that'd be like about 1
Yeah,
p.m.
y'all are 2 hours behind me and Eric.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, Niku, I got you. We share the same time, remember?
Will your roommate be joining us for the next session, or?
And yes, we will end up having a new player joining us for next session.
Yay!
And you guys will have to meet him somehow, and I think I figured out how. But
Nice.
next time.
Oh, rat joining. What the fuck, pan?
Oh.
Yep.
Rat game?
We'll be having a new player joining us. His name is Sinzin. He is my roommate, and yes, his normal persona is a rat.
You're right. He was actually right.
You will see if he is playing a rat though in the campaign. Most likely he will because he likes rats.
Rat gaming.
That's cool.
You guys will find out on who your possible new future companion is.
We'll just see.
I hope
Otherwise.
it's a healer. We need a healer.
What the
to
fuck?
those of you that were watching today, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I need to eat something. I'm starving.
And when
Same.
Dinner's been
Yeah.
the whole time. I've been waiting.
But I hope you guys had fun. I hope you liked this little side quest adventure thing
Oh, definitely. I'm ready for the next session.
where you're not hopefully gonna drown.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right.
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
said
be
as if
logging
you
off,
got
guys.
you say that as if you got the most fucking damage, bruh. Jasper almost drowned. I almost got fucking cobble walled.
Oh, good
First
God.
off, Niku, that was your own fault. Nobody told you to be in the room. You chose to be in
Wait,
the
hang
room.
on. You didn't take any damage.
I got lucky, yeah.
Yeah, you
I got
lucky,
lucky.
man.
I
And the
lost
thing
like
is,
almost
Hey.
half my health with one attack. I
Imagine.
don't want to hear it.
All
yeah,
right, guys.
this one-
I'm disconnecting. Hope you have a nice night.
Anyways, bye everybody.
Bye.
Thank you guys for the D&D. Hope you guys see you guys and see you guys tomorrow later. Bye.